Hi, Soul Family. How we feeling? How we doing? It's your girl, Jaya Fire, and we back with another soulful episode because it's the sweet tea for the soul. Ooh, I getting better at these intros. Period. So today, oh my gosh. I didn't think of a quote. That's crazy. That's crazy. So we're gonna think of one on the spot. I don't know. Okay, you gonna brainstorm with me, okay? Um, as energy comes and goes, so do we. Or, I don't know, because I want to talk about energy today, right? But I don't know what quote, because I want to sound real creative and like, ooh, poetic, you know? But the one I just came up with is alright. Alchemize your opportunities. Now, listen. Maybe I'll think of one throughout the video or to the end, but just know that's my fault. But anyways, there's no quote to think about while I make this tea, but the word is about alchemizing your energy. So I guess you could think about what that means while I make my tea. Guys, I forgot to tell you I got new tea because the other one finished the other day. So this one is a lavender chamomile herbal tea, and it has probiotics to support healthy digestion, caffeine free, all natural, and like I said, the company is called Bigelow. There you go. I always drink their tea for the near fact that it's natural. But yes, we're talking about alchemizing energy. Okay. I guess you could call somebody an alchemist because that's what alchemists do. They alchemize energy. But anybody could adapt that technique because once you train yourself and you get used to transforming and feeling energy, whether it's feeling, seeing, hearing, that's being the word is in my head, claircognate is hearing, clairvoyant is the word. Okay, that's being clairvoyant, so it comes with different stuff. Me, I feel energy, and I always forget how powerful and how strong that I do feel it because it's very heavy. And sometimes I don't, well, it's heavy when it's negative energy, and sometimes I don't really recognize it's on me because in the past I used to struggle with depression. So now when I feel that there's negative energy around me, I automatically assume that it's me or I'm going back into depression. The whole time it's just my surroundings and the bad energy that either somebody is putting onto me or somebody around me is going through, and I feel it, you know? And sometimes I give situations and people the benefit of the doubt, so I don't recognize that bad energy, even though my intuition is like, okay, you feel the bad energy. And how I feel the bad energy is more, it's a heavy feeling. When it's dark, it's heavy. Like, you know how your energy just feels down? That's how the bad energy feels to me. When it's neutral, I'm just calm. When it's high vibrational energy, my inner child really, comes out. So it just depends who I am around. And that's why I'm very careful, or I try to be very careful of who I hang around, because I could feel that energy. And it's hard in some situations because how like you feel the energy about somebody and nobody else feels it. But it's like you're the only one that feels it, and you don't want to seem crazy because you have no physical evidence, because a lot of people need physical evidence of stuff. But you don't have that. You just have your intuition. You know something ain't right. So I'm trying to alchemize the energy around me. And that's really not, I mean, that's part of alchemizing energy. But you could alchemize energy, like your own energy. Like if you are having like depressive episodes or negative thoughts, you can alchemize that. But the example that I'm using is the bad surrounding energy. Okay. So if you have bad surrounding energy, a lot of things that happen to me is people are putting that energy upon me. And I'm so delusional. But I just be going around in the world thinking that, like, ain't nobody really casting bad on me because I don't do nothing to nobody. But the fact that I don't do nothing to nobody, I get it more often. So it's like I just be going into the world like, I don't think that person going, because I don't be doing nothing. And then like when you feel that bad energy later on, it's like, oh, you really don't mess with me like how I mess with you. Cool. But situations like that, or people just speaking bad on your name, the power of the tongue is so powerful. Thoughts and manifestation is so powerful. And that's why I try not to wish bad on anybody, because it can manifest. Okay. I be trying to like keep positive thoughts most of the time, or like don't judge nobody, because that could really rub off onto the next person you don't even know. So when people do that to me, like I said, I give the benefit of doubt, like, okay, yeah, they got a little bad thing to them or whatever, but that's just how they are as a person. They've been through this, that, and that. I always look at what you guys been through, and it's like, okay, now it's kind of like victimizing the situation, because nobody, let me shut up. Moral of the story: if somebody is casting bad onto you, that energy can transfer to your energy, and then you start to feel down, you start to feel lazy, you start messing up on your goals, and you start to lose sight of who you are. And what the word is, I really forgot, because it happens to me all the time, but it's evil eye. Boom. Somebody's giving you the evil eye. That's what it is. That's what it is. The evil eye. You have to alchemize that energy, because spiritual warfare is for a fact, because I've dealt with spiritual warfare too many times. It's definitely a thing, okay? And we ain't gonna demonize it, but it happens. It happens. It happens. It's like the low vibrational energy against the high vibrational, or it's the devil against God. But spiritual warfare is real, and the evil eye is real. So what I really meant to get into that, I was rambling, I'm so sorry. Then it clicked in my head like, oh, the evil eye. I think that's what I'm gonna put the video as. Because you know what happened to me, that I was like, somebody is wishing bad on me. You guys know what flies represent spiritually, right? I noticed a fly was in the house, and it's like, we barely have flies. So it's like, why are you in the house? And it was a small little fly, and I was by the kitchen. I was making some food. I seen it. I was eating. I seen it. And then the next thing you know, the fly was dead by my bed. I said, somebody trying to wish bad on me. That was so creepy to me. The same fly was just dead by my bed. Like, okay, somebody, I gotta, cleanse my energy. And luckily I did that the other night. I cleansed my energy. And man, oh man, I ain't even gonna say much, but I have a feeling. That's why I keep my circle so small. So if something like this do happen, I already know who it is. But anyways, yeah. So to alchemize that energy, first off, you have to recognize what's going on. Well, the signs for me is like I become very lazy and I start acting in a very low vibrational thing. My patience is low. It's like an angry energy comes out of me, and knowing that's not me, something is off. Like, of course sometimes I have my attitude and everything like that, but if it's like a constant thing and like I'm waking up feeling that way and like my energy is not right, somebody around me is trying to send me to, but they don't know I'm highly protected, Summer. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. And then the next thing is transmuting that energy. So if you have the lazy energy, be productive. Transmuting it. It's like the wheel that the hamsters are on. That's what I kind of like. That's what I kind of think of it. So you're like, it's going in a circle. You're transmuting the energy. So it starts off with the laziness and you keep on going. Now you're being productive. Because honestly, it was to the point where I was feeling so lazy. I was not about to hop on YouTube, but I needed to start transmuting that energy to a positive energy, because that spiritual warfare, it's all up here. And when it's all up here, it can cloud your original judgment. Think about it. If you have something in the physical and it's like you see something, a shoe, that's not supposed to be on the floor in that certain spot, of course you're going to move it because it's physically there. You could see something is wrong. When you have the spiritual warfare, it's in your head. You already have your thoughts that might have been your own, whichever thoughts it was, and then it's mushed in together with the bad energy that somebody is sending you, and now you don't know which is which. It's not a physical thing to see, okay, I could organize this and that. But it takes practice to really recognize that these are not my thoughts. This is not my energy. Somebody is sabotaging my energy. And that stuff is real. And you really have to be careful of who is in your surroundings. Who is able to mess up your energy like that. Because it manifests. And like, I cannot speak this so many times because y'all know how I feel about manifestation. Y'all know how I feel about energy, and it's real. It is as real as the physical thing. It is as real as life, and it carries on. Karma, real. Don't let me get started on voodoo. Real. Like, all of it is real. So it's like if you're spiritual, or you just naturally have these gifts, it's like you're fighting the spiritual world and then you're fighting the physical world, planet Earth or whatever. And it's like, it's a constant battle, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I believe in the spiritual world, the afterlife or whatever, because they're still with us. I still feel that energy. I feel that 5D energy all the time, so I know it's real. You know what I'm saying? I had a crazy dream last night that my inner child was missing my grandfather. And my grandfather, I know he watches over me all the time, right? But at the same time in the dream, the energy was so bad, I had woke up scared because I felt the negative energy, and my inner child and my grandfather just, trying to, I don't want to say fight or battle, but like it was just two forces against each other, and I felt it, and I woke up, and it's around them hours like 2-3 in the morning, so I woke up, I couldn't even go back to sleep for a little bit. But yeah, it happens, especially in your dreams. If you're a dreamer, it happens. So transmuting that energy is very important. The evil eye is very real. And so if somebody is wishing negative on you and you have a feeling, and then you start to react in this bad energy on your own, it's manifesting. But you really have to catch it, because if you don't catch it, it will pile up, and then you start to meet new people, like get into different things, and just keep piling up and piling up, and then eventually you lose yourself. And we don't want you to lose yourself. So find that common ground. Remember who you are. If you feel like you're going away from yourself, come back to reality. Stay right here and fight against that energy. Fighting against that energy is tiring. Is certain times where it will literally take the energy out of me. Crazy, but it's real. But it's like exercising or getting into a hobby that you're not really used to. It's gonna be harder before it gets easier. Okay, so I've probably been feeling this negative energy. Sometimes it'll take me weeks or days or so. It depends how heavy it is or how constantly somebody is trying to do something, but it gets easier, because then you recognize, like, this is not me. And once you get to know yourself more, it's like, okay, I definitely know this is not me. So another key to alchemizing that is know yourself. Know what you wouldn't do and what you would do. And as a young person, or anybody in general, I feel like you'll never stop learning yourself. It can be tricky at times because you're still learning to grow yourself, but you don't recognize right away the energy that is following you in that process. But once you start to spend more time alone and recognize and take accountability for certain stuff, then it's like, okay, I know for a fact, The next video, I'm going to talk about the bad energy within yourself. But the main point was the evil eye and alchemizing that. So I hope my story time helped, and I hope you guys stay protected. Sage that house. There's different stuff than saging, by the way. I don't know all of them by name, but I know there's different stuff. So burn what you can, light them incense, meditate, pray, because it is real out here. Okay. But I will see you guys in the next episode. I'm scared to drink my tea because it's been here for, let me see. Okay, I thought it was hot, but it's not. Cool. So, like, comment, subscribe, share it to a friend. Click them socials. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.